It's the hearing. The hearing. I mean, I love the hearing. A witness doesn't show up. A witness shows up and says the completely wrong things. And it's just fascinating, that whole energy in the room. And you're just like, totally, everyone is focused on trying to understand what's going on.
What would you say today are the biggest challenges for arbitrators?
A flexible attitude and dare to be firm, but always ensuring that it's a fair trial. I think that's a huge challenge.
Yeah, I agree. Striking that balance is very difficult, and I think what you're talking about, I mean, doing that successfully does require having quite a lot of experience, actually. It doesn't necessarily have to be as an arbitrator, but also as counsel, just so that you can see when is something sincere, when has a key piece of evidence come into one of the counsel's hands really last minute, and when is it someone who's trying to obstruct the proceedings. And that requires being able to read the room and having seen those type of situations prior are a big help.
In your views, what would you say are the most important qualities that an arbitrator should possess today, and why?
It's very important that as a quality for an arbitrator, it's someone who's thorough, who is a bootstrap type of person, who's willing to do the work, to really assess all of the arguments and the evidence, and also be an open-minded person, because often you have very different cultural experiences. You might have parties who, despite the proceedings being in English, maybe aren't very fluent in English, and it really does require a huge amount of people skills to get the proceedings to run in a smooth and a manner that basically the parties who have granted you this mandate feel that you have done your work.
If you were to give advices to someone who wants to start a career?
Oh wow, learn what it is that you actually do. Gain as much experience as you can, because that's essentially what will build your toolbox and be the reason why someone wants to have you as an arbitrator.
A very important quality is to not make up your mind too early on, because the fundamental duty of an arbitrator is to render an enforceable award. Through democracy and through the legislative parliaments, we have been granted this power to actually solve business disputes and render an award that can then be enforced, and often to huge amounts with big consequences for companies. I think a fundamental duty is to really take the evidence and sort of scrutinize that and the legal arguments, and then make the decision. You have to make the decision in the end, but be patient and listen to all the evidence, and then be really firm. Feel that you've done the analysis and you can stand by the decision.